July 15th, 9 a.m. in the morning. It's going to be a hot day. The alpacas were out here in the big pasture when I came out. I'm going to film from a different vantage point. We even have Thor in his buggy out here because we're going to do the routine, putting their halters on, putting their bareback pads on, but then Tavis is gonna walk them with their halters and their bareback pads on to that gate that's beyond the propane tank and go across the driveway to an area on my 6-acre ranch that the alpacas never get to go to. We're gonna actually pretend like we're out on the Rancho's trails today, but only Tavis will be leading them. We don't have a third person today, and I'll try my best to stay close to them with the camera. It's still kind of comfortable weather-wise, a little bit of a breeze, and there is some shade over there, so we'll probably be spending more time in the shade than in the sun. And I'm anticipating, and you'll see because I'm filming it, that they're going to be just fine. So if instead of going there when we come out that gate, if we go down the driveway and out the front gate of the property and turn left, we'll be on the Rancho's trails. So we're going to practice getting there. We're going to practice taking the alpaca boys, Alpha and Beta, out on the Rancho's trails today, even though we're not going to be all the way out on the Rancho's trails. It's routine, it's practice. Okay, and he's letting the halter go on his head without resistance. You're watching, and I'm videoing. I'm Sonia Soklo, the urban alpaca girl. Just tying them to the portable panels as we usually do. I see no resistance, no concern. His ears are back, but I think that's not concern. I think that's focus. Okay, now the bareback pad is going on. It's the blue one. We've been using it on Alpha. We reach under and we get the cinch. He seems okay on that too. Yeah, he looks relaxed. Beta is right there watching. I think he knows he's next by routine. Okay, is he gonna let Tavis put the halter on without resistance? A little bit iffy. Okay, now he's saying, okay, all right, do it. You can see what's happening out here in our big pasture. We still haven't mowed the rest of it. We're gonna bring some of the sanctuary sheep that are at my main address for my sanctuary here to let them eat it. Assuming that my finish line fencing will keep them on my Rancho's ranch. And I think it will. Of course, the first day or two we'll watch very closely. Okay, now Beta is being tied to the portable panel, and here comes his bareback pad. He's allowing the cinch to be tightened on his belly without resistance. Okay, now the lead lines are being loosened. The gate is being opened. And we'll do our best to stay close this time. Close enough so that you can see them clearly on the camera image. That they're okay on taking walks with the bareback pads on. Now, how will they feel about going through the gate by their water tip? We're going to see that momentarily. Goats are here. They always like to join us. But that's one of the reasons I'm not going out on the trails today, the actual Rancho's trails, is because I don't want the goats out there. I need somebody back here that distracts them and keeps them here, maybe even in one of our fenced yards, but I don't want to leave them alone. I don't want to scare them. We're walking towards Thor. The alpacas are quietly being led to their water tub gate. Looks like Tavis is going to take them around the big pasture a little bit. I'm trying to get to Thor, but the goats are right here. Okay, now I've got my hand on Thor's buggy. I'm pulling him back into the shade. The goats are hanging out. The alpacas are leading just fine. Now, if we had some sanctuary people here that wanted to go on a walk with these sanctuary animals, right now, if there were kids or dogs right here on my property, I think they'd be just fine, but we're gonna make sure we've practiced enough to be confident. Coming up along the fence. Oh, yeah, looks like he's going to go out, but I know I have a lock on that gate. I don't know if he'll be able to get it open. It's a combination lock because it's close to my front gate. And I don't want to take any chances that anybody's going to come in that front gate and go into my pastures without my permission and my knowledge. They're way over there. I'm gonna quietly walk there. I'm leaving Thor here in the shade. And I'm hoping the goats will just quietly walk with me. It's much hotter when the sun is shining on your back, believe me. And the goats, they like to go everywhere with me. And which I like, except that they get playful. And I mentioned this in my last video. They did knock me over a few days ago, but fortunately I was able to get up. Oh, Tavis made it out to the driveway. Good. So he must have gotten the combination lock open. Goats are following along. Thor is staying in the shade, but he can see me. And I'm watching where I'm walking, because this is not concrete and gravel ground. This is nature and soil and high grasses. And I'm going to make my way here to the shade. And I have a tree to hang on to if I need the support. And here come the alpacas. They don't know that they're not on the rancho's trails right this moment. But they've never been here. Not loose and not online. Their fencing keeps them from accessing this part of my ranch. And I will someday have this fenced and irrigated, etc. But probably not this year. Okay, we're pretending like we're out on the rancho's trails. I'm gonna look back. Yes, Thor can still see me. The goats are right here with me. Good. So far, A+. Okay, I'm going to stay in the shade, but still try to be close enough so that you can see their body language. Are they looking concerned? Their ears are up. They're looking at me. Let's do a little bit of zigzagging, especially in the shade. And then maybe go in on the gate near the white tub.
Okay.
Okay, so far you agree. So far they're behaving very well.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Concrete.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, let them be on the concrete. The goats are going to get playful here, so I got to go and be able to hang on to something in case they knock me over. And stay in the shade so I don't get so hot. Okay. All right, now they're going around the propane tank. And some flip bins. We have flip bins there where they live in the sheds in the back, but they haven't been to these flip bins. They haven't been to this propane tank. And that's my phone. I'd bring it out just in case of emergency, but I will not be answering it at this time. We're filming an urban alpaca girl show. Excellent. That gives me confidence that when we are back out on the rancho's trails, we're not going to have issues unless there's something out there that they don't understand. What would that be? Maybe some kind of equipment or some sound or a horse running up to the fence or a dog barking at the fence. That's why we need to make sure when we go out on the rancho's trails, we have extra team members with us. And the goats, they just want to be here with me. They're not even going out on the walk. Okay, I'm going to walk out onto the concrete here in the shade, hoping that the goats won't be too playful. Right now the alpacas are beyond that tree. They're along the fence as if they were on the rancho's trails along a fence. I'm going to stand out here in the sun for a short time to show you how they're behaving. They're just seemingly relaxed. Here are the goats again. Wherever I go, they go. Good. He's stopping in the shade. I'm looking back at Thor. You can hardly see him because he's little, but he's there. And the plan is to come back down to this gate and go in with the alpacas. And I'm going to stand over here in the shade. You can hear how quiet it is here. That's nice, but if we're out on the trails and there's something noisy in somebody's backyard, I have to make sure we have extra team members with us to deal with alpaca concern if there is any. Right now there's no alpaca concern at all. They're just walking along. I actually forgot to tell the alpacas this morning that we're having school. And I'm saying that jokingly, but I like to communicate with my animals the best ways that I can. But when they saw Tavis and I together, and Thor's buggy, they knew. They knew we were going to have school. Excellent. A+ still. Okay, just challenge them a little bit when you get into the big pasture, but then take them back and reward them for being such good students. They know they're going back in. They know that gate. They're going to have to turn around and let Tavis close it. They seem to be okay on that. Goats are down here still, right at my feet, playing. Okay, I'm going back into the shade, but I'll be now not on the concrete. I'll be on the natural soil and ground. Tavis is just playing with the water in their tub that they're familiar with. They don't seem the least bit anxious to go anywhere else. They just are hanging around on the lead line. Tavis is letting him know that he's got water on his hand. Goats are doing what they do with each other. If they continue to behave the way they've been behaving for this filming, I'm going to call this video A+ trail walking. They're looking around where they were a few minutes ago. Tavis is going to apply lead line pressure and ask them to follow him back to our tacking area through our big pasture. And we're in the green grass area here. It's easy, much easier to walk through it than out there in the high grasses. Goats are still here with me. I'm hoping that they will just calmly walk back to the tacking area and where Thor is. They're starting to play. See, he's wagging his tail. So I don't want to be near them if I can help it when they play. I'm holding the camera as best I can to give you an image of the training activity going on here. Oh, the goats are getting very playful. And that's what they were doing that day when they accidentally knocked me over. And I have to see where I'm walking because it's high grasses, not even ground. I'm almost at the finish line fence where there's shade and cable to hold on to. My instructions to my property maintenance helpers is always try to get a good path for me to walk along the fence where I can hold on to the cable. Okay, it just looks like it's going to be uneventful to take the tack off. So far, one of the alpacas has had his bareback pad removed, and now he's having his halter removed. And now the next alpaca, by routine, is going to know that, okay, he's going to take my pad off now. He must know it. No stress visible. I don't know if they can hear it from this far away, but I'm clicking. The click sound for them is supposed to mean good job. Looks like the halter is going to come off without stress. And here are the goats doing what they do. There are the alpacas being untacked. As soon as they see the gate open, they'll know that their school is over for today. And here is Thor. You remember I put him in the shade when we started this lesson, but already he's in the sun. So we're going to be pulling him out of the sun. Gates open that we closed just for the lesson. We don't want to accidentally leave them closed. We want our alpaca boys to enjoy their day as they're accustomed to doing. It's like about 9:30, 9:45 now. I can tell you by about 2:45 or 3, as the day gets hotter, they'll be back there. You see, I have more shade back there. And they choose to go to their back pasture in the late afternoon. Gates are being opened that customarily are open. Alpacas just realized that the gate is open to the big pasture. Well, one of them did. Is the other one going to get spooked, or is he going to realize it? I'm pretty sure he's going to come out. Let's get Thor back onto his leash. The goats followed every single step that you took and we took. They wanted to be with us. That's Alpha in the tacking area, right? He just is not interested in coming out right now. That's okay. Okay, let's put, look at Thor. Remember, I put him in the shade when we started. You can see how fast the sun is moving. That was excellent. We're going to call this film A+ Trail Walking. They didn't know they were on the rest of the property. As far as they knew, they were on a trail. And I'm holding on to this finish line fencing, which, by the way, I highly recommend. This is cable. And the hardware allows you to keep it taut. And yet, because it's cable and not wire, if an animal like a horse sticks his head through, it stretches and then pops back when the horse says, okay, I'm coming back with my head. Okay, so let's take Thor back, put his buggy where we customarily keep it. He's not going to be concerned because this is routine that does not concern him. We keep it in the tacking area, and we put the leash on, and in a moment you'll see Thor walking through the open gate with Tavis leading him on a leash. Thor goes out with me every morning and evening now to distribute carrots and pellets. I watch my alpacas, I watch my goats. I have seen no attempt from any of them to be aggressive with Thor. But I keep watching because Thor is a little guy compared to these little guys. Here comes Thor. He loves being on a leash, and no matter where he is in the house, if he hears the word leash, he comes running to me. Good boy, Thor. You're such a good dog. And the way I keep him near my pathway is I say heel. That means stay near my heels, and he does it. Thank you. We are very pleased with this lesson. Goodbye for now. Sonia Sokolow at gmail.com if you have any questions or comments.